In this specific class video, I am talking about introducing to you your feelings. And good communication requires you to be in touch with your feelings. In order to communicate, to create connection, you need to become extremely familiar with them. And I've categorized them into 6 different types so that you can understand them on a deeper level. Because your feelings are complex. They're vast, far and wide, varied and subtle, strong and even overwhelming at times. Between your mind, your heart, your body, and your relationships, your closest relationships especially, and the outer world, there's lots going on regarding your feelings and emotions. It's important to pay attention to them, especially for you as a woman. Your emotional empowerment is crucial for creating a fulfilling life, healthy relationships, and to be able to communicate to create connection instead of disconnect and sabotage. So with all that said, how are you feeling? You know, this is not always an easy question to answer, especially if you've developed the pattern of putting on a smiley face and saying everything's fine. So let's look at these categories that I've created. And remember, these categories are only here to help you become familiar with the different types of feelings. Each category has many different types of feelings within them. And I've seen these categories or the types of feelings categorized in similar but different ways. But this is what I've created to help simplify them for you. So these categories are really designed to help you create a deeper relationship with your uncomfortable feelings. So let's look at these now. And this is feelings made simple. I've categorized them into 6 different types: sad, mad, glad, fear, numb, and shame. Out of these 6 different types of feelings, only one of them is a good one. The rest are uncomfortable feelings. No wonder we don't want to feel our feelings. Our society is all set up to support us not to feel our feelings, whether it's overeating, over drinking, over shopping, overworking, whatever it is for you to keep you from feeling your uncomfortable feelings. What I want you to know is that these uncomfortable feelings have extremely valuable information for you. And they're actually your guideposts letting you know what is out of balance in your life and in your relationships. When you have an uncomfortable feeling, it's simply time to tune in instead of check out. It's your body letting you know there's something in your life that you need to tend to. And not brush off, reason away, suck it up, put a smiley face on, or justify another's behavior. Rather, it's time to connect to yourself and give those uncomfortable feelings a compassionate voice. Simply put, when you're having an uncomfortable feeling, there's an unmet need in your life that needs your attention. I actually do cover feelings in more depth in the Mastering Your Emotions course, so you're going to definitely want to check that out. For now, it's important for you to become familiar with the different types of feelings and not let them be strangers to you. Embrace them so that you can learn to express them instead of repress them. So let's look at each of these feelings and their characteristics. Again, sad, mad, glad, fear, numb, and shame. Let's start with sad. So how does sad feel? What's the characteristic of sad? And here are some variations of sad. Blue, depressed, gloomy, lonely, grief, heartbroken, melancholy, unhappy, sorrowful, discouraged, agony, hurt, hopeless, apathetic, bored. These are real feelings. Now, the characteristic for me for sad is more of a heavy feeling, a dark feeling, like a cloud, like you can't see clearly. That's the characteristic of sad. What does sad feel like in your body? All right, the next feeling is mad. It's easy to remember these feelings, especially the first three, because they rhyme. Sad, mad, glad. And I want you to really get familiar with these. Okay, let's go to mad. Mad. What does mad feel like in your body? Mad, angry, bitter, furious, hostile, livid, frustrated, resentful, incensed, annoyed, aggravated, cranky, grouchy, enraged, irritated, upset. These are only a few of the variations of mad. But mad, what kind of characteristics does mad have? Mad is very fiery. Mad has a lot of energy to it. As a matter of fact, mad, when you're mad, you can actually cause lots of destruction and sabotage to your relationships. So mad is a powerful force. What does mad feel like in your body? Let's go to the next one. Glad. This is what we all want. We all want to feel happy, joyful, playful, cheerful, amused, satisfied, creative, aware, delighted, thankful, grateful, excited, upbeat, pleased. Oh, I accidentally put upset. It's so funny. I always have typos in here. So ignore that one for now. I have to go back and fix that. But glad is what we're all chasing, right? We all want to be happy. But the other side of happy is sad. You can't have happy without sad. We live in a dualistic world. So yes, we all want these feelings, but we have to move through the heavier, more uncomfortable feelings to get here. All right? But what does glad feel like in your body when you're authentically joyful? You have to work through the other feelings to get here. And all of them are fleeting. So what does glad feel like in your body? Let's go to fear. Fear, afraid, alarmed, shocked, anxious. There's lots of anxiety in our society. Worried, concerned, untrusting, terrified, frightened, alarmed, helpless, horrified, nervous, dread, suspicious, fear. You know, the characteristic of fear is kind of a prickly energy. It's kind of moving. There is energy to it. It's moving, whereas sad is more slow and heavy. Fear is kind of prickly and vibrating inside of your body. There's a movement to it, but it's not as kind of as outward as anger would be. But it's definitely this certain energy. So what is the characteristic of fear for you? And what does fear feel like in your body? It's different than sad. It's different than mad. It's different than glad. What does fear feel like in your body? And the next one is numb. Now, numb isn't really a feeling. It's actually a lack of feeling. It's when you're not feeling. But I put it in here because it's an important aspect to be aware of when learning how to feel your feelings. So numb is alienated, detached. It's when you're drunk or you're high. You're removed. You're indifferent. You're uninterested. You're disconnected. You're withdrawn. You're checked out. You're walled off. You're distant or cold. You're armored up. You're blocked. Literally not feeling, non-feeling. And this is how we often navigate relationships. That's why it's so important for you to understand when you're feeling numb. So what does numb feel like in your body? And if you are feeling numb, that's okay. That's the beginning of breaking through to these deeper feelings and becoming aware of what's going on inside you so that you can access this powerful wisdom that you hold in your body. Just knowing you're numb is big. All right. And the last one is shame. What does shame feel like in your body? Ashamed, guilty, dread, mortified, remorse, embarrassed, humiliation or humiliated, self-conscious, regretful, self-disgust, disgrace, bad, inadequate, insecure, flustered. So shame is a very interesting feeling. And shame and guilty, you can have different variations on this, and people categorize them actually into two different categories, but I just kind of stick it all together in one just to simplify it. It's an embarrassing feeling. It's a guilty feeling. It's a humiliation. I guess the best way to describe shame is kind of a yucky feeling, wanting to hide, wanting to just contract into a box and not show yourself. It's the opposite of confidence. So what does shame feel like in your body? With all of this information now that we just covered, sad, mad, glad, fear, numb, shame, and all of their unique different characteristics, and knowing the different types of feelings, take a moment and get still. Tune in. What are you feeling in this moment right now? And where are you feeling it in your body? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling mad? Are you feeling glad? Are you feeling fear? Numb? Possibly shame? And these feelings can intertwine. But just tune in for a moment. What are you feeling? And don't worry if you don't know what you're feeling. This is the beginning. And if you're not feeling, then you're feeling numb. Okay? It's all good. This is just the beginning of the journey. So your assignment going forward is to ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? Before our next class, stop and feel what you're feeling. Do this as many times as you remember during the day. Stop and ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? This is a powerful practice and helps you to become more present in your body and in your life. And it is the path to emotional empowerment and being able to communicate to create connection in your relationships. So it's interesting, the very first time I was given this assignment, I felt shame. I could feel the shame. I'd pushed it away and repressed it and ignored it, kept myself busy. When the first time that I did this practice, this assignment, I felt shame, embarrassment for being me. So don't be afraid of these feelings. See what comes up and ask yourself, many times during the day when you remember, what am I feeling in this moment? And see what comes up for you. I'm here to support you in this process. So in conclusion, get in touch with your feelings. It's the cornerstone of good communication and learning how to communicate to create connection and create deeper, more fulfilling, more authentic, loving relationships. I look forward to continuing this powerful journey with you. Namaste.